This one might be a doozy. Lately, I've been thinking about my friendships, and I wanted to make this video to just document what I've been dealing with and kind of give some advice as to what I've been reflecting on lately. I consider myself an absent friend. Not a bad friend. I don't consider myself a bad friend. I consider myself a good friend. I'll be there for you. The millisecond you call me and you need something, you need to vent, I will be right there to listen to you. As long as I'm not busy doing something important, I'll stop what I'm doing. You call me at 3 a.m., I'll be right there for you. Lately, though, what I've been navigating through in my own life since entering into a relationship, not being in a relationship for 5 years, and then being with somebody now that I actually want to be with and am settled with, somebody who just so happens to live not in the same state as me. It has become a juggling act to be in that relationship, take care of all my responsibilities, see my family, and make friends a priority. So with that being said, I've definitely, a couple of my friends have fallen to the wayside. Actually, friends in general in social settings, I'll be honest, lately have fallen to the wayside just because I have responsibilities. And I've encountered a couple of friends who have told me blatantly that, basically that I have to be more present, or making me feel as though I have to be more present, making me feel as though if I'm not more present, they don't want to be in my life. They're not going to try anymore. And this has been going on for maybe a month and a half now, and I've been really reflecting, like, am I a horrible friend? Am I doing something wrong? And I'm sure somebody out there can relate to this, and that's why I'm even making this video, is because I know somebody out there is like me. I'm the type of friend who doesn't expect much back in return, right? I don't expect people's time. I don't expect their energy. I've always been taught, and I've always felt that your energy is your energy and my energy is my energy, and I am not entitled to your energy or anything. I'm not entitled to anything of yours as long as it's yours. That's like saying I'm entitled to your cell phone, or I'm entitled to your car when I'm not, and that's something that you own and you own alone. Energy is the same way, and that's the way that I see it, and that's the kind of friend that I am. I understand that things come up, and I would never hold that against anybody, and I'm not a tit for tat sort of friend. So I've been really reflecting and thinking to myself, and really, like, I've gone introspective on this, and I've thought about it, and I've thought, what kind of friend am I? And what kind of friend do I expect to have? And am I giving the same energy that I am expecting to get back in return? If the answer is no, then you need to navigate that. Do you expect XYZ from somebody, but you don't give that? Do you expect ABC from somebody, but you don't give that? Then I think that's when the assessment needs to, or after the assessment is done, that's when the change needs to happen. That's when growth needs to happen. But I really sat with this, and I thought to myself, and there are a few friendships that I have either allowed people to walk away from me because if that's what they feel they need to do it, or have just blatantly walked away from friendships because if that's what I need to do, that's what I need to do. No bad blood, all love, right? But I thought to myself, what kind of friend am I? Do I expect XYZ but only give X? And the answer is no. I don't expect jack shit from anybody. If I don't see you for months and then we pick up right where we left off the last time we saw each other, there's no bad blood. I recognize life happens, and I need those same friends. And I just want to give this PSA to anybody out there who's kind of in the same thought camp as me, that it's okay. And to those friends who expect a little bit more, and those friends who need a little bit more in order to feel fulfilled within their friendships, you're not wrong. You just might not be a good fit for a friend like me, because I'm the type of friend who will go absent. I'm the type of friend who will not balance and will genuinely try, but will fail. And I'm the type of friend who will get distracted by certain things, not only my relationship, but I'm also the type of friend who will prioritize. But I am also the type of friend that if you ever need me, you ever need a shoulder to cry on, no matter how long it's been since I've spoken to you, if I care about you and I love you, that love will never go away and I will always be there for you. And I think that that is what makes me a good friend. And, you know, I've been told literally, you're a bad friend. And I really take that to heart because I don't ever want to displease anybody. And there's my people pleaser within me that doesn't want to disappoint anybody. But at the same time, if you've been watching me, then you understand what this channel is about. This channel is about energy. It's about taking your power back. It's about living in your truth, being authentic to yourself and who you are, and growing and learning from your mistakes and being willing to understand what your mistakes are so that you can learn from them. And I'm in a place in my life where I genuinely don't feel as though I'm making mistakes with people who need that much from me. I'm very grateful for those people's time and energy and love that they have shared with me. I'm grateful for their friendships, but that doesn't mean that I owe them anything. And so this is the PSA to all of you absent friends out there. If you're like me, and you get caught up in the daily grind of life and juggling relationships and family situations and things like that, just remember, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. Nobody's entitled to your energy. Not your mother, not your sister, not your brother, not your significant other. Nobody but you. And nobody should make you feel guilty for where you put your energy. The same way nobody should make you feel guilty for where you park your car, or where you choose to hold your phone. And I think that's something that we forget. We especially people pleasers and empaths and whatever the fuck the terminology is these days. If you're somebody who cares deeply about other people's feelings, you're very sensitive to other people's emotions and other people's energies or whatever the fuck, it can be hard to not take that on and not feel guilty, not have that empath guilt or whatever it is. And I'm here to remind you, and to remind you only, that you don't owe anybody that energy. You don't owe anybody your time, your space, your love, your care, your anything. You give your love freely. I'm sure if you're watching this, you're the type of person who gives your love freely. But you do not need to deplete yourself if your plate is full. You do not need to deplete yourself for people who don't even text you to ask you how your plate is doing. They just assume that you're a selfish prick that doesn't want to hang out. That's a one-way friendship, quite frankly. And that's, to me, that tells you all you need to know about a friendship. If you're an absent friend, it's okay. It's okay to love your friends from afar and then pick up where you leave off. It's totally okay. I do it all the time, and the friends that are in my life that understand, that are willing to put up with me, because sometimes it is something you got to put up with. I mean, people miss you when you're gone, and you miss them when you're gone and they're gone, and sure, but the people who don't take it personally, those are the ones who understand and you can move forward with. You should not be fighting for friendships that are causing you stress, more stress than peace. That should be the only thing you walk away from, is that your peace is the most important thing. So, to my absent friends, keep being the amazing, wonderful human beings that you are. The empaths, the people pleasers, whatever it is. Being absent doesn't mean being bad. Being absent just means you need to pull your energy back sometimes in order to live life, and that's just how you function, and that's how you're wired, and that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with you. You're not a bad friend. You're not a bad person. Your heart is in the right place. Keep doing your thing. And the right people, the right ones, the ones who are meant to be in your life will completely understand and take you as you are. And I'm not saying don't be open to growth and don't be open to looking into yourself. 100%. Y'all should know that by now. It's okay to self-reflect. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. Take accountability for your actions. But like I said, if you did the friendship assessment and you ask, what do I expect from this person? And it's this, and that person expects 2-3 times more, well then you know you're just a low maintenance friend, a good one nonetheless, but low maintenance, and you should assess the situation accordingly. That's it. That's all I got. I hope this makes some sense to somebody. Somebody out there needed to hear this. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see me do. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them below. Maybe I'll answer some of your questions or touch on some topics. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.